Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. Last time we saw each other, it was on Sunday for Father's Day. Quick little $100 we made here with Veho. Did not work the rest of the day, did not work on Monday. Now it is Tuesday, currently 9:02 in the morning. Again, Pop-Belly Tuesdays are on hold right now because the kids are on vacation, and when they do come back, it'll be Pop-Belly Thursdays, which is interesting. So anyways, yesterday around 7 p.m. the Veho shifts dropped. I'm like, okay. Then I saw this little tiny one, you know, relative to the dollar amount of other ones. I think it's in Reston. I think it's paying $57.75 for 2.5 hours, right? I think I saw another one, also I think in the same little area, paying 68 something for 3 hours, if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna do 2 shifts here with Veho. So we're gonna see how it goes. And the main reason why I'm doing it is because now I know that no matter what happens today, we're gonna make at least $125 with some change. We did do one order here from the Madeline on Grubhub around 7 in the morning. I think after that I went home. Well, let me recap, okay? I got out of work super late, but it wasn't even that bad. We had to tow a truck. I literally slept on the way back with the tow truck from Frederick, Maryland, which is a drive anyway. So if anything, I feel more rested than I probably should. But anyways, after getting off work around 6:45, 7, turn on Grubhub. Said, why not? Let's see what's on there. Got the order from the Madeline, and after that, I'm like, you know what? Let me just go home for a little bit. Went home, and then here we are on our way here to the Veho warehouse. We're literally pulling up right now. I'm really hoping, I'm praying there's no big line or anything. I don't think there will be, especially because they always say Tuesdays are one of their biggest days, so I think they have a lot more staff and whatnot. So here we are, we're already here. We're gonna go ahead and check in. I got a Jeep behind me. It's probably doing Veho also, who knows. But yeah, we got 2 routes today. One starts here in a few minutes, and the next one is at 1. So I'm really hoping that we can knock this first one out like super quick. Maybe take a little bit of a lunch break and then come back here to the warehouse. Now that's probably gonna be one of the biggest, I guess, drags of doing this, is because I gotta come back all the way here, which kind of sucks. But yeah, so anyways, we're pulling up. There is literally no one. I mean, there's people outside. Let me take this little screenshot here. Make sure I have my screenshots. Gotta be slacking sometimes. But yeah, I mean, and the shifts look short. So maybe it's probably gonna be either fewer stops or like lots of packages to the same place. Now I'm really hoping we don't have any apartments. I'm really hoping that's the case, because last time when I had apartments, I really just ruined the vibe. You know what I mean? Anyways, we're here saying we arrived at the facility. I arrived at the facility. Oh, I can't check in for another minute. I'm technically 1 minute early, so I gotta wait, which kind of sucks. But you know, there it is, 9:05. Check in. I arrived. Check in. Bam. Now we're checked in, and we're gonna wait here to go up the little ramp. I'm always amazed at people that have really small vehicles and they just don't give a crap. They're like, you know what? I saw a high dollar amount. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it fit. So props to them for doing that. Ooh, hold on. Somebody is backing up. But anyways, give me 1 second. I don't know what's going on over here. We'll see you guys in a few. Alrighty guys, you guys probably can't hear me that well. The guy next to me has a flat tire, so he's, you know, pumping his tire. But we got route number 51, only 24 stops. Let's go. Quick, it's only 9:25, so maybe it took us 20 minutes, and the main reason why is because lots of boxes. Oh man, I forgot to put the little seatbelt on. My bad. Quick recording. Now I know my absolute limit is 39 cubic feet. Pretty loaded up, but we only got 22 stops, and we met some subscribers. Shout out to Deborah, and I forgot her husband's names. I'm sorry, but they were also doing Veho, and it was the first time. So that's super cool, you know, to see people in my area trying it out and whatnot. So They actually have 2 shifts, kind of like me actually, so good for them. And then I think they're going to Reston right now, like I am, and then they're gonna go to Alexandria because I think they live in Alexandria, so that kind of makes more sense for them. But yeah, so anyways, it was honestly not that hard, and like I said, few stops, so I think we should be done, I think, in about an hour and a half, if that, I think. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see you guys in a few. Okay guys, you know what I've come to find out doing these deliveries, it's never a really good time to update you all, because the deliveries are so well planned out. Like the stuff, you know, like the time between you know, one stop and the next, 1 minute, 2 minutes, sometimes less than that, you know. But we have 2 issues on this route. Okay, first issue, delivery number 3. Okay, it's like a new development, so like the address isn't really like showing up on the map, you know what I mean? So, well, first of all, 2 issues. It shows up on the map, but not where Veho thinks it is. Okay, so I saw it. I'm like, what's it so far? Because it was like 15 minutes away. I'm like, typically that doesn't happen, you know. So anyways, I contacted them and said, hey, I think that GPS is wrong or the address is wrong because of this and that. And they're like, oh, okay, well, you know, we'll update our system, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Just deliver it to the new address, and then you can fill out the form, the same one that I filled out before when you have to do like extra driving and stuff like that. So that's what we're gonna do. Now, issue number 2, delivery number 20, right behind us right here. The only apartment on the route. You know what the issue was? They didn't put the security code to get inside. How can I get inside? I can't get inside. And I can't leave it outside either, because it's like food or whatever. I'm sure that I could, you know, but I also know that I have another shift later today that I'm going to be going back to the warehouse anyways. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. They don't really have a good way of figuring out what to do when you can't get into a place. Because what if I couldn't bring it back? You know what I mean? So she basically said, hey, we're going to reach out to the customer, which I did before I even talked to them. I tried to call the lady, no answer. So I said, you know, hey, can you figure out what I can do with this or whatever? But I'm pretty positive they're going to tell me, hey, just go ahead and bring it back because it is food. I'm pretty sure it needs to be refrigerated, you know? So, I don't know. But anyways, so we're making our way back to stop number 3, which is actually like 10 minutes out of the way, like 4 miles. So I took some screenshots so I can put that in the little thing when I submit, you know, to get reimbursed for the additional driving, basically, if that makes any sense. Oh, by the way, the current time is 11:30, so we would have been done by now. We would have been done by now, but we have to go back and do this. And then after this, I'm probably just going to start heading in that direction. So I'm not super far away from the warehouse. I don't have to be there until, let me see, I don't have to be there until 1, so really 12:40. Yeah, so it's fine, it's fine. But yeah, so anyways, the additional driving kind of sucks, but you know what? We made almost $60 in a little under, no, right about 2.5 hours, if I'm not mistaken. Now we're gonna head back, do it all over again. Now, the one thing that I do like about these Veho, routes is that you're guaranteed an amount. I'm guaranteed to make this much no matter what happens. You finish it early, cool. I like that they give you a general idea where you're going. Like, it's not like, oh, I'm just picking up a route and then I'm gonna be like in DC or something. So overall, I had a pretty good experience. I really hope that Deborah and her husband, whose name I forgot, which I'm so sorry about, had a good time. I know they picked a lighter route on purpose to try it out. And you know what? That's a great idea. I should have done that the first time I did it. Instead, I did the opposite. I picked up one of the biggest loads I could, I think, in this little car. But, it's all good. You live and you learn kind of thing. But yeah, so like I said, no matter what, we're going to make a bare minimum of $125. Actually, technically $135 or $136 because we did like $11 in the morning with Grubhub. So, hey, there you go. So, we should be back here. We should be done with all these by like 4 or 5. And then we're going to have basically dinner, or at least the portion that I can work for dinner to make some more money. So I think overall it's a win-win-win. I am tracking all my miles just to see how much driving. I think most of the driving is going to be to go to the warehouse again and then back, which kind of sucks. But you know what? It's part of the game. It's part of the game. And like I said, this is guaranteed, cash flow, which is why I like it, to be honest. Some people are saying, oh, you're working twice as hard, for the money. I don't think that's necessarily true. It might seem that way. But to know for a fact that I'm making X amount of dollars, it's actually really nice. I don't have to be just there waiting, hoping to get a nice order, this and that. So I think it really basically eliminates the downtime. And again, if I didn't have these 2 issues, I would have been done like way before. you know. So I think the key is loading up the vehicle as quickly and as efficient as possible. Numbering them is a must. You have to. You know, I already got my system down. I usually put 1 through 10 or 1 through 5, depending on how big they are out front. And then right here in the very on the floorboard, I put usually like, you know, 6 to 10 or whatever. It just kind of depends. And then towards the very end, it'll be on the back. So it works for me, and I kind of just move them forward a little bit as we're going. But yeah. So anyways, let me get this order dropped off. You know, probably gonna see you guys again at the Veho warehouse, or at least on our way there. Okay, guys, we've been done for a few minutes now, and as predicted, we're gonna bring this back to the warehouse. It'll be someone else's problem, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure when the customer orders food, right, there's gotta be a place that probably says, hey, do we need a code to get into your building? Yay or nay? Now, maybe in their defense, this building didn't have that before, because I've delivered. Actually, you know what? Let me go back a little bit. There was a house that had 3 deliveries. The lady had a Blue Apron, a HelloFresh, and a Factor box. She's trying everything out. Probably free trials, right? You know what I mean? I don't know. I guess it kind of makes sense. Try all of them out, see which one you like. So that was kind of nice because we got 3 out of the way in one place. And you know what's funny? I've delivered to houses that I've delivered food to before. So I wonder if they're not ordering as much DoorDash anymore because they're ordering like HelloFresh and Factor and Blue Apron. What's the other one? Home something, Home Goods. I don't even know. But yeah, I wonder how that affects it. You know. But anyways, we're heading back. We're gonna give them back this box. They're gonna close out my first route so I can start my second one. But yeah, I mean, overall, it's been smooth. Honestly, if it didn't have these issues with these 2 deliveries, it would have been done way before. But you know, things happen. It is what it is. But we are gonna fill out the little form. And I am gonna fill out technically 2 because I have to bring this back to the warehouse. You know what I mean? The fact that I have another one has nothing to do with this. You know, so even if we don't get a whole lot of money, I think last time they gave me 15 bucks, which really isn't a whole lot. You know, it's something. So yeah. Anyways, I will update you guys once that comes in. It took them, I think, about a week last time to get, or maybe a few days, to say, hey, you know, we've reviewed this. Here's the payment or whatever. So you know, it's all good. Anyways, we'll see you guys back at the warehouse. Okay, guys, we are here. We're pulling up now. It's empty. I assume it would be empty because I feel like most of the routes are really early in the morning. I feel like not many people get like a 1 p.m. route. But first of all, I don't even see very many 1 p.m. routes because they just be gone. And it's not even the greatest route either. It's just a route. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, you know, it goes smooth. I want to see if I can pull inside or if I gotta. Wow, this guy got a pickup truck. You know what? It would make sense to do it on a pickup truck. Then I see like a Highlander, some sedans. Let me see if I can go inside. What's up with this? I mean, I don't see nobody telling me not to go inside, so... there it is. Cool. Hey, what's up, man? I have 172, but then I also am returning 1 package from my last route.
What up?
Look at that, people just not listening, yeah? Wow. You said go all the way at the end? Alright, cool.
Right at the end anyway.
Alright, cool. And then I'm just gonna bring you the other one, or?
Hey,
Right.
172 coming all the way back.
Cool, guys. So you heard it here from the man. We're gonna go ahead and, I mean, my route's already there, but we're gonna go ahead and bring the old one back. This lady in front of me just pulled out instead of listening and waiting, doing the most, really, because there's only 1 exit. So anyways, let me see if I can see my route. 172, 135. I see 182. I don't see 172. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and just back up. That was it. We'll see you guys. So here we are returning package number 20. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna go back to the other one. Let's see here. Okay guys, so first of all, I'm kind of mad. I lost 2 clips. I deleted them by accident, which really sucks. But yeah, this delivery has been a nightmare. 1 through 10, all apartments. I even had to download a third-party app to get into the stinking building because I didn't have any more fobs. In the end, I actually came in through clutch because another one of the deliveries was in the same like complex, so I can just unlock the door with my phone. But initially, I was like, yo, what the heck is going on? It's been a struggle. It's been a struggle for sure. Current time is 3:37. We should be done here in the next 30 minutes or so, if not before, to be honest. But one thing that does suck is I need gas. I didn't realize how bad I needed gas. I haven't gotten gas in like 5 days. So right now we're below the E, but there's no like gas stations anywhere near me. I mean, all the deliveries are like right here, so I'm gonna try and get these dropped off as quickly as possible and then head to the gas station. I'm gonna show you guys. Right now we are on E. I'm sure you guys can see that. It's like below the E mark right now, and we have like 9 more to go. But everything is like a mile here, a mile there. So I think we should be okay. Hopefully, if not, you know, we might just get stranded. I mean, it happens. But yeah, let me get all these dropped off. We'll catch you guys up on everything that I probably just forgot to mention. But yeah, definitely not the smoothest delivery for sure. From now on, I think I'm gonna stick to my like, you know, less than 30 cubic feet, because some of these boxes, it was a tight fitting here. It wasn't as bad as the first time, but it was pretty bad. Anyways, let's get these dropped off, and hopefully we'll see each other at the gas station because we need gas. Let's get it. Alrighty guys, we are done. We're here at one of the most expensive gas stations in my area, but it was the closest one. I didn't want to risk it any longer. But yeah, we're only gonna put like 10 bucks. That's enough to get me by until I fill out by work. But yeah, this became my worst Veho shift ever, because the area that it took me to, there was no signal. Like, I mean, no signal up there. So that the deliveries kept failing. I basically just bypassed all that, and then when I finished, I just talked to support and said, hey, can you mark these as delivered because this isn't working. I'm losing my mind. By the way, gas is $3.89 right here, which, you know, I'm sure for my Cali people, they're probably thinking, oh, that's cheap. Well, at the Wawa, when I get gas at, it's usually like 50 cents cheaper than this. So just $10, it'll be like 2 gallons. That's enough to get us by. We're gonna get a quick bite to eat here. We're actually conveniently next to Jersey Mike's, so we're gonna get some Jersey Mike's. But yeah, this is again one of my worst. Well, the morning one was fine. The afternoon one was absolute trash. Apartments, no signal. It just really sucked. So yeah. And oh man, I was gonna put 10 bucks and I'm already at 20. Oh man, it is what it is. I just didn't pay attention to it. I was just talking too much, but it's all right. Not the end of the world. 5 gallons, that's fine. That should be plenty for a while anyways. But yeah, anyways, we're gonna go get some food. See you guys in a bit. Excusez-moi.
I would like
Je voudrais. Anyways, guys, when you guys hear some French here in the bathroom, we're here at the Madeleine. But man, it is 6:20. Let me tell you how we got here. So after eating at Jersey Mike's, I realized my iPhone from my W2 stopped working. Like it kept saying SOS, and it wasn't recognizing the SIM on the iPhone. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? So I ended up talking to my boss and I said, hey, I don't know what's up with this iPhone. And he's like, hey, go to Verizon. You're an authorized user. See if they can give you a new SIM because you need the phone. Because there's a lot of things I have to do with the phone. So we went to Verizon, and that was a hot mess because, you know, Verizon sucks. At least the customer service here wasn't very good. Took a while just for them to give me a new SIM. So we killed like 35 minutes there. And now here we are, we're online. We have 2 orders here with Grubhub. One is here in the Madeleine or La Madeleine, whatever. Paying like, man, I forgot how much it said, 12, 13 bucks maybe. And then they gave me a stack from this barbecue place that I'm blanking the name on right now. But yeah, here we are at Madeline. The Madeline, as you can see, the shelf right here, just for show. There's like one employee. There's people ahead of me, so it's gonna take a while to get our food. So yeah. Anyways, we'll see you guys in a few. Alrighty, guys, here we are at Willer's Barbecue. I can't believe I forgot the name. Willer's Barbecue. Now I just realized the lens was pretty dirty here on the camera, so my bad. But it's been a day, guys. It's been a day. Let's see if it's ready. Leo. Hola, ¿cómo está? Sí. ¿Qué le pasó? ¿Todo bien? ¿Se cayó? No, un accidente. Cuídese. Anyways, I was trying to ask my dude what happened to his arm, but I'm not entirely sure what he said, or what the lady said at the end. But anyways, let me go ahead and put this in the hot bag, because this actually feels pretty warm. Hold on. I didn't put the one from Willard's, what's it called, the Madeline on a hot bag, because it's literally all desserts, so you know it's pretty chilly. Not chilly, but it's relatively cold for the time of the year that it is. But I love it. But anyways, guys, it's been a day. Pretty sure that after these right here, we should be over 150, which is always nice. But check this out. Hold on. Let me get back in the car real quick before I forget or I lose my train of thought. All right. Okay, guys, it's been a day. Whew, okay, we're leaving our first spot here. We are, let's see, 11 minutes away. Not bad, not bad. Look at the email that I got here from Grubhub. Now, let me read it real quick, because I saw it early and I just kind of scanned through it. I forgot about it, but it literally says here, you've qualified for more opportunities. We love that. We love qualifying for more opportunities. It says your earnings could get a big upgrade. Large orders with up to of $250 or more. Hey, before tip. Orders that come in multiple individual label meals. Basically, here's what you need to know about these offers, blah, 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 blah. So it looks like, we, check this out. It looks like basically, is that like their version of the LOP? I mean, they're not really saying that here for Grubhub, but I feel like it kind of is, right? I don't know. I mean, if it is, cool. It's been a while since I said, guys, we got a banger, because we haven't got a banger in a while. But it always makes me happy when other people get bangers. To read a comment and said, hey, I got a catering bag required order, and it was a banger. That's awesome. I'm glad. It makes me happy when everybody makes money. You know what I mean? Because that's what we want, right? We're all here trying to make money. That is the goal, right? So, anyways, let me give you guys another one of my random pet peeves. Okay, there was a car accident here at some point, and the tow truck driver didn't do any cleanup. So it's all this plastic, all this like little metal pieces, all this little like garbage, literally in the intersection. So over the entire day, people have been running it over, and I guarantee you at least 1 or 2 people got a flat tire, because there's no way that there isn't anything sharp in there. And I'm surprised that the cops let the tow truck not clean it up, because they charge for that. I remember one of the trucks at work caught on fire. They charged to clean up the debris, and he barely did anything, and he charged like $100. I was like, what the heck? I could have done that. Pay me the $100. You know what I mean? But anyways, about today, man. Today's been a day. I think it was a right decision though to take those 2 Veho shifts, because now I know what it's like, and now I know what I don't like and what I do like. Now I don't want to do any more shifts that are up to 39 cubic feet. It's just too many boxes, but it is fewer stops. So it's kind of like, do you choose less packages and more stops, or bigger packages and less stops? But it depends. I think my sweet spot is around 27 cubic feet, without having to do too much, without having to move, the seat all the way up and this and that, or me be uncomfortable. But it's a learning experience. We're learning as we're going. But it was smooth though. It was smooth. Let me see. I mean, I'm not gonna look at it right now. I'm gonna look at it at the end. See how many miles we've driven today. I feel like it's not that many, to be honest. I feel like it might be the same if I was just doing regular food delivery. So we shall see. But yeah, and then the second one, those apartments are just killers. that's why, I mean, just thinking about Arlington and DC, I could just think it'll all be like high-rises, apartments, and that's just, you just waste so much more time as opposed to just going to a house, taking a picture, moving on real quick. You know, then you gotta gain access, and then you probably need a key fob, and it just takes longer, you know. And the objective is to get it done as quickly as possible. So, and then instead when my iPhone happened, but now it seems to be working okay. The iPhone isn't even that old. They just out of nowhere, it just said SOS mode, and then it would say no SIM card found. What the heck? But yeah. Anyways, at least Grubhub is, you know, doing something, because Uber Eats dead in the water. But anyways, the current time is 6:36. After these two, we might have enough time to do just one more order. So, you know, not bad. It could always be worse, but we'll see you guys. Get the orders dropped off. Now, we're in the same shopping center as Fintai, but we're not going there. We're going to Baskin Robbins to pick up our last order real quick because we're out of time. I think it's paying $6.80 for like 3 miles. And we'll take it, especially because Baskin Robbins, the food should be ready. And then I think it'll put us close to 170. So, you know what? We really can't complain too much. Although that second Veho shift was honestly a struggle. I think what made it worse is all these signal issues, because not having signal literally kills you. Excuse me. Because then you can't do anything. When you don't have any signal, you can't do anything. Let's see if it's ready. Hi, I'm just picking up an order for Kim. Oh, perfect. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Oops, sorry. Thank you. Look at this, guys. It's a little tiny joint. 2 scoops of peanut butter, sundae, chocolate hot fudge, chopped almonds. Nice. They paid $8.73 according to this, and I'm getting $6.80. So, anyways, big ass Perfect connector bus needs to move out the way. Move out the way. I already forgot what I was saying. But yeah, never mind. Going back, having no signal on any app is the worst because you can't move on, and especially with the packages, you got to take all these photos and stuff. But luckily, what ended up happening was, like, even though the photos were not uploading, they were like in a queue to upload. You know what I mean? So eventually, they uploaded, I think. Anyways, we'll see you guys in a few. Okay, guys, we are on the road to do our last delivery here of today's grind, hustle, whatever. I almost said dash. Mainly because we're out of time. I mean, it's already 7:10, so usually around this time is when I stop working anyways, because then I gotta go to my W-2. But you know what? A pretty successful day. But I know I've probably sound like a broken record, but I mean, that second shift, and I also lost a lot of good footage, and that was my fault, because I was trying to save it real quick so I wouldn't lose it like that. I ended up deleting it like a dumbass. And I was like, no. And you know what even sucks more? That it prompted me, are you sure you want to delete this? And I said yes. Even though I definitely did not want to do that. I was like, oh man, got no one to blame but myself. And then the phone issues, that was so unexpected. But yeah, it was just one of those days. But you know what? For a Tuesday to come up with around 170 bucks, hey, we'll take it for sure. But yeah, it's been one of those days. Now, the Veho route thing already dropped for tomorrow. I could not get on there. I saw one that I jumped on, but I didn't get it. It was paying $189 in Fairfax, which is basically like my hometown, for like 6 hours. You best believe I was clicking on that, but someone else got it. Unless there's bots. There's probably bots for this, just like there's bots for Instacart and bots for everything else. Because as soon as I saw it, I just jumped on it right away, and you know, no luck. But that's okay. You know, some days, you know, I mean, there were a few that I could have picked up, but they just weren't worth it to me, because they were too late into the day. Like they were like 11, 12. Like, I'm trying to get those like 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock. You know what I mean? And the one I was paying like $189 was around, I think, 8 o'clock. So you know, we probably would have had almost $200 by like 1, 2 p.m., which would have been awesome. But you know, it didn't happen that way, and that's okay. Plus, usually it's gonna rain tomorrow, and apparently, you know, when it rains, people drop deliveries. Because honestly, I think it's gonna suck to do deliveries in the rain like that. But if it's paying well enough, it's nothing a poncho or an umbrella can't fix. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens tomorrow. That's tomorrow's problem. today I would consider a success. We're only 3 minutes away here from the ice cream drop-off. But yeah, so we'll catch you guys up at the Wawa so we can go over the numbers real quick and the miles and stuff. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. We'll see you guys in a few. Okay, guys, we're all done. We're all done. And one thing that I forgot to mention, since maybe a couple days ago, I'm getting this spam like text from Uber saying like, "Oh, this is your Uber code." So I don't know if someone's trying to get into my account, like on the daily, but it keeps giving me random codes. You know, and I think the first one it was me. That then, you know, when you first sign up or whatever, it asks you to confirm something or other. But then literally every single day I keep getting these random texts. Like it'll say, I'm probably gonna put a screenshot, but I just got one. Look at that. At not right now, but like 2 hours ago. At 5:28, your Uber code is 2370. Never share this code. Reply stop, blah, blah, blah. And I have a bunch of those. Literally every single day. Look, I got one on Sunday. I got one on Monday. And I got one today. And I got 2 today and 2 yesterday. And a bunch. Even before that, I got a bunch. I don't know what's up with that. That's kind of sketchy. So let me know if anyone's seen that. Or have you guys ever had that happen to you? It's my app glitching or something? I don't understand. So, yeah. But anyways, it's currently 7:30, and then we're basically 5 minutes away here from the Wawa. We'll see you guys. Okay, guys, so we're here at the Wawa, and that's it. We're done. Now, assuming the math is correct, we finished at $169.19 for a Tuesday. That's freaking awesome. You know, so we'll definitely take it. Definitely, today felt like I definitely had to, you know, grind for it, though. Different kind of grind. Lots of technical problems, too many boxes, a few deliveries, though. Excuse me, just a lot of boxes. But you know what? We treat ourselves. We got some Jersey Mikes. And then I had a Starry, which I think is the new Sierra Mist. It's okay. But this time, though, I did bring my water with me. Because, you know, hydration when you're doing these deliveries is key. Because you don't want to be thirsty or anything. What else? Oh, by the way, on a personal note, I was going to go to the beach with the family on Thursday through Friday, just to Delaware. Problem is, massive thunderstorms. So I don't know if we're going to go there, which I'm really bummed out. I'm really bummed about it because, you know, we had already planned for it, this and that, although we were going to go towards the end of the month. But I don't know, it's kind of annoying. It's like, really, out of all the weeks, it has to thunderstorm this week, and it's like not even like 20%. It's like 100% chance or whatever, 90% chance. So you know it's gonna be bad weather. You don't want to go to the beach when it's thunderstorming. So that's kind of annoying. But then again, the weather can always change. So that's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, guys, that's all I got for today's grind. So that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Remember to like and subscribe. We're almost at 5,000 subs. I can't believe that. I feel like we just hit 4,000, and now we're almost at 5,000. So shout out to you guys. But yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Stay safe. Peace.